Good evening. Good evening. We are live again tonight. Welcome to the Pep Talk Pod.
Hello.
Hello. Tracy, I like
Today
that.
is that is what does that say, Tracy? What does your shirt say?
Poetry, right?
Poetry.
Oh, okay. Here's all for me. Let me hear it.
What you got?
Stop.
Tracy, I thought you had some poetry, like ready.
I was ready for some spoken word, word Tyler Perry style, you know. We were together in and out, in and out, in and out.
No,
You're such a fool.
just so crazy for no reason.
Today is November 4th, 2024. And what is tomorrow?
Vote day.
Voting day.
Election day.
Yes.
I voted early today.
Yes. Go get
Please
your vote
make sure
on.
you go
Love
get
your
your vote
sticky.
on.
Oh, so y'all
Yes,
vote
thank you.
early today?
I did. I voted early.
Okay.
Today.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
And so our early voting ended last week. How did you get to do that?
Our early voting goes from October 26th to November 4th is California. So we were able to go up until
Around.
yeah.
That's good. Maybe Alabama get on board soon and very soon.
No.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have early
None of
voting in Alabama?
No.
Which-
Nope.
Mm.
They have
you
only
for
one day.
real?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can
How
mail
is that
in
even
vote.
possible?
You can mail in your vote.
Mail in. They might not even make it. The post office is understaffed.
Hey,
And it may close early. Due to that, it may just close early.
They're gonna be
Yeah.
counting votes to December messing around with Alabama.
John, listen, I can guarantee you they're not worried about Alabama because
It's
they
gonna be
have-
red as all get up.
listen, about 1.5 million people of color, I'm gonna say it like that, does not vote in Alabama.
In Alabama.
1.5
Sad.
million. It is so sad. It is so sad. I don't know what it's gonna take for us to reach out to the younger generation. And I know that the younger generation under me have kids and now they're becoming teenagers. So you have 35 to 39-year-olds that do not care about it. And then they're bringing their children up and they don't care about it. You see what I'm saying? So that's the disconnect. And I don't know, me and some other family members were talking about it. And at this point, it's just really sad.
I guess we gotta hit the pavement, babe. I guess we gotta hit the pavement.
You have to hit it.
Well, I think we, just as adults and just generally speaking, I think we really, especially in places like Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia, where we're from, it needs to be really communicated about how people died. People literally lost their lives for us to have the opportunity to vote. People who look like us, our grandparents and friends of our grandparents and great grandparents. And so the least you could do, even if you don't care about national politics, there are just so many different local things that you can impact with your vote. So that needs to be communicated to people, because I know people say, oh, presidency, it don't matter. And in some states, it might not really feel like it matters because it's a foregone conclusion. But again, there are so many local measures on your ballot that you really need to be
more
concerned about.
And concerned. Very much concerned. I think it starts a lot with the local level. Like, we need to know what positions are available and what needs to be done happen in our city. So we need to get involved. But who's gonna tell it, man? Like,
I don't know. I mean, because look, the local elections, that is stuff that impacts your daily life. So the stuff that you are complaining about on a daily basis, those
Right.
things are what impact you. Your taxes, your roads being fixed, your schools being terrible, judges in your neighborhood, police, like everything, all of that is being affected.
Educations, the school systems.
Thank you. So people really, I just want to say to people who are watching us, you know, young, old, whatever, exercise your right to vote, because a lot of people who wanted to weren't able to. And
Exactly.
a lot of fault for you to do it. And so you should
Exactly.
at least honor that sacrifice. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into it. College football, we're talking about the top 12, got the top 12 rankings, top 25, I should say. Oregon still at the top. Alabama moved up a couple places, so we're currently in the hunt at number 11?
11.
11.
Oh,
11.
Lord, have mercy.
Skinning.
moved up.
Skin of your teeth.
On a bye week, a couple teams lost, helped us out a little bit. So, guys, Alabama traveling down to the Bayou, Baton Rouge for college game day next Saturday. Take on LSU. LSU fell a few spots after losing. Guys, what are we expecting from this game?
A victory. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
The
watch that.
battle belongs to my time.
Yeah.
See a victory.
Wait, Tracy said she's not watching.
I'm not watching it.
The battle
Why you not
belongs
watching?
to my time. Okay.
What are you gonna be doing during the game, Tracy? What you
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
doing?
I want to see.
Her nerves too bad. Just
My
let her.
nerves
Just let her
bad,
do something else.
bad.
She'll get a play-by-play. It don't matter. She's gonna get a play-by-play by Sean.
No, I'm
Every
going to
second.
censor
I knew you
Sean.
been shady.
I'm going to
You're gonna
censor that. I'm
You
going to.
censor me when you blew my eardrum 3 weeks ago. I even bother
That's why I'm
you
not watching it.
after the Vanderbilt game. What are you talking about? You blew my eardrum. I ain't even bothered you.
All I know
Nevertheless,
is
I'm not going to be screaming. I'm going to take my stress gummies and I'm going to be sitting in. First of all, they're oilies. These are adult vitamins, and
it
it's called
doesn't matter.
They are. They're called Goodbye Stress, and they help me stay a little leveled. And I'm going to take them because I feel my anxiety is building. It's not even.
Well, what you do for the rest of the days of the week then?
I take my Goodbye Stress.
Girl.
I know some people that need to take some stress gummies.
Oh.
I'm just gonna take some regular gummies. They're called edibles. Wait.
I
You in
love
the
that
right
for you.
state. You in the right state, sis. You stay there.
I ain't having to.
I am fully stocked. I got my cushy punch. I'm ready. My blue raspberry hybrids. I'm gonna be all.
I'm just gonna watch the
good.
game.
So you're gonna be laughing.
Gummies. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch the game. I don't need no stress gummies, no crunch punch gummies, nothing.
Pristine juice.
I mean none of that. I don't need none of that. I'm just gonna watch the game. And I'm gonna, because Tracy's gonna be there with me. She claims she probably ain't gonna be there, but she gonna be there. And I'm just gonna take the opportunity.
Man, I'll be walking from that TV to the other TV to the TV in my mama room to the TV in
getting
the
on somebody's nerves.
Ooh, child.
Screaming.
Yeah, she can be getting on y'all nerves.
And telling my mama, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Was she not an Alabama fan?
Yes, my mom is an Alabama fan, but my mom says speak stuff out her mouth, and then it happened to come true 99.9% of the time. And I have to always remind my mother, please do not speak that out of your mouth. Girl, it is deadly.
Oh.
Trisha, there is power in the tongue. You gotta watch it. You can't.
You gotta be stopped.
You can't just be saying everything.
And she says it without, it just comes out. Like, oh my God, this is what's gonna happen. What? And so I get so overwhelmed, and then as the game go on and those words start coming to life, it has life to them. And I'm like, this lady, oh my God, mama, every time I have to tell you to watch what you say. And then she said,
so maybe you get in the car and drive somewhere and then come back, drive about 2 hours away and about 2 hours back. And by the time you get back, game be over with.
We're going to send her away. Maybe send her to get her nails and her feet done or something. And then by the time she come back, we will be 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
We don't need that. The 3 minutes left. You know how we closing games. We just need to. Let's just. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll need the last few minutes.
We'll send it to Walmart so the game will be over.
That's like sending me to Target. Hey, I won't catch any of the game.
Be
out of here.
Just send her to Chris's house and just tell her to stay. By the time she get there, the game will be over. It'll be fine.
Yeah, she'll be about. You can have it. We won't be here. We missing the whole game this weekend.
Where y'all going?
We're in our fancy.
Yep.
Where y'all going?
We have a sneaker ball, our church anniversary weekend. So
you gonna miss the Alabama and Louisiana LSU game for a sneaker ball?
And you. Purposely. And you.
Well, LSU seems to be, based on the rest of the schedule, is our toughest matchup left in the season. Obviously, we got Auburn at the end of the year. They've been doing what they normally do. Shout out to the Auburn fans who watch our show. I feel like Alabama should beat Mercer. I mean, I don't want to put nothing past them these days, but they should beat Mercer.
Be for real.
They should beat Oklahoma. I will say, though, I feel like Georgia has a few more games in their schedule that could be slip-ups for them. They got Ole Miss coming up this week. They got Tennessee the week after that. So there's a couple games that Georgia could
be questionable.
Correct. And
to your point, I think that Georgia is going to rout Tennessee because Georgia understands how to win when it matters. As much as I'm not a Georgia fan, they do know how to win when it matters. And so I think that they'll rout Tennessee. I think that Ole Miss is going to put up a fight like they always do. But I think, this is my prediction, I think they're going to find some adjustments on offense, and I don't think that Carson Beck is going to be that guy. I think that they're going to have some tricks up their sleeve. I feel like he's going to pull a play out of his old boss's book, because Carson Beck has just not been consistent for them, week in, week out. And I just think that because Ole Miss is coming guns blazing, they want an opportunity to. I feel like Georgia's going to make some adjustments on offense.
Yeah. And then you got Texas A&M. I'm just going over like teams that are ahead of Alabama right now in the SEC. Mm-hmm. So Texas A&M, their schedule is pretty easy, except last game of the year, they do have Texas at home. So that one is going to be an interesting game for Texas A&M. And then, I mean, look, there's so many teams ahead of us in the SEC right now, but we're still in a very good position as far as the AP rankings at 11. If Alabama wins out, Alabama is in the playoff. Is Alabama going to have a bye the first week? Absolutely not. They're going to have to go through the whole thing, and it'll be interesting to see how this system works out. But I'm excited. I think this week they should be able to beat LSU if they play to full potential. If Jalen Milroe runs the ball and doesn't stay in the pocket so much, if they allow him to use his legs, like you've been saying, I feel like they should win this week.
That's right. Run the dang ball.
What is the reason you won't? Yeah. I also think too, outside of running the ball, he needs to hit some of his other amazing targets. We got Caleb Odom. I think they said Cole is out for the season on an injury. We got to start trying our other options. I understand they want the highlight reels with Ryan, but I do think we need to spread our offense out a little bit more. That's going to be important. But Alabama makes the college football playoffs. Alabama wins all for the first time in a 12 playoff structure. That's my prediction.
Chris, those allergies are beating your butt, aren't they, Chris?
What happened?
Like, oh God. She was
I'm about
over
to
there
rub
like,
my eye.
literally. I was like,
Yes.
sis is about to rub that eye raw. It's about
Not
to be
you a
red.
sleepy baby.
Yes. That's what
Come
it
on,
looked
little
like
bookie. Let me rock you.
I know, right?
All right.
Bless my
Let's
heart.
move on to the NFL. Big news out of the NFL. Let's take it away.
Oh my goodness. Y'all heard about them Saints? They done fired old Dennis Allen. Fired him. They gave him the index and bird. He's gone up out of there. Look at
That girl's so crazy.
It's a praise break. It's a praise break for the Saints.
Shonday. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Lord.
Because when you lose to Carolina by 1 point,
Ooh,
you deserve to be fired. I'm sorry. It's
I
time
have
to
a
go.
confession though. I was
What?
actually going for Bryce.
I mean, I guess if you can't go for
I was
anybody else,
going
he
for
would be
Bryce
the best.
because why go for the Saints? Y'all hadn't done nothing. You hadn't won nothing. Bryce need a win up under his belt so they can stop saying it's his fault
It's his
in
fault. That's
Carolina.
right.
Now, I want him to move on now. Don't get it twisted.
Yes.
But you know, and the Saints would have been and was his easiest win because everybody else they gonna play, he's gonna get blowed out. They're gonna get blowed out.
Well, it all depends if he playing the Cowboys.
No, if we play the Cowboys will win. The Cowboys just in a slump.
You sure?
Yeah.
talking about
I mean, they hey, listen, let's be
Cowboys will beat
realistic
the
here.
Carolinas.
The Panthers
Though.
Who?
no.
It may be a close game, just like it was a
Oh, be
close
for
game
real.
with the Saints.
No.
Okay, the Saints are not a competitor right
Yes,
now.
exactly. That's all I'm saying. Like the Saints are not
I'm a
competing.
Saints
Like,
fan, but they're not competing. And we're talking, okay, I understand the Cowboys have been playing pretty crappy, which is on par for their brand. But let's be honest here. The Panthers, like, no. I really
beat them.
Okay, we'll see.
I think that Carolina could be Dallas. With what I'm seeing from Dallas, I'm sorry. I
do not see it. Carolina don't even have the offensive front to beat. No. It's just
beat nobody.
The Saints are just terrible.
And
But the Carolina's next
Cowboys,
game is against the Giants, and they can win that game because both of them got
Easy.
the worst record up in.
Oh,
that's a 7-2. So that's another win for Carolina.
What's
the
record for? But what's the record for Dallas? How many games has Dallas won?
3.
No,
2 or 3.
Is it 3?
Yeah,
It's 3.
It's 3.
It's 3.
It's 3.
Yeah, they won 3.
One more than them. Okay, let's put this in perspective. Okay, the other night my heart totally broke in a million places because, and I mean broke. Like they told the commentator said this is Bryce Young's 3rd win in his NFL career, and that just really broke my heart.
Yeah,
my feelings were hurt. He's only won 3 times in his tenure in the NFL. And so I want badly for him to get out of Carolina because to hear that stat and you're in year 2, that is beyond embarrassing.
I think Carolina is one of those teams where you go and you see it's almost like
doomsday. Yeah, it's doomsday. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Crystal. Go ahead, Crystal.
It's horrible.
Because your church spring about to wear out. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see.
Y'all talking about Bryce with Carolina. Don't forget that Jacksonville Jaguars had about the same record when Trevor Lawrence was there for his first 2 years. He just had a winning season last year where they was in a wild card. So, and what Jacksonville still did, they brought in a new offensive coordinator, I think, this year. And they still losing. So Trevor Lawrence going into his 3rd year as a bad. Oh, his 4th year. Is it 4 years already?
It's 4.
Because he didn't start his first year, did he? Did he start his first year?
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, 4 years. So, and I want Bryce to get somewhere where he can establish his game and have a winning season. But I want the owners of these teams to realize it have nothing to do with y'all players. It have everything to do with y'all coaching staff that y'all have. Y'all coaching staff, to me, are not equipped for the players that y'all have on these teams because you have good players.
Just don't know how to
I
use
saw I saw a stat from one of my friends. He does a sports blog, and it was talking about kind of the state of the young quarterbacks right now in the league, and how the development of quarterbacks right now, the NFL is really not developing young talent. You have a lot of young quarterbacks right now who are benched, who cannot, get any support. I'm going to try to find the list of people that he listed, but I know I was looking at it and I was like, that's actually a really somebody's
bad thing. Yeah.
But yeah, somebody's but it's just really bad. I mean, Bryce, you got Trevor. I'm gonna try to find that for y'all because it's a really interesting stat. But I wanted to say, did you guys see the Twitter comments from Michael Thomas?
Michael Thomas.
Yes, former Saint. Well, so Chris Olave suffered his second concussion this season, his fourth in his career. That's not good. I mean, you talking about Tua Tagovailoa type numbers of concussions. And he's not a big guy. He had to be carted off. And basically, Michael Thomas was like, y'all tried to make it seem like I was jealous that they promoted Chris Olave to wide receiver number 1. No, it's just that I didn't want Derek Carr throwing me into quadruple coverage so I can get my head taken off.
And that was big facts. Because if we be honest, we start go all the way to the beginning of last year, every game, we would be like, ooh, like why would he throw that ball in triple double coverage like he does? It is every game he does it. It's almost like, are you really trying to get these guys hurt? And I was happy, Michael, even though he kind of snobbish, he's a little snobbish little dude, but that's his personality. Yeah. For me, I thought it was absolutely win because he's been complaining about Derek Carr since he got there. Like, dude, if you go back and look at his tweets from last year, he's been saying, like, no, this is not it. Like, we need to do something with this dude. Like, bruh. He's another one. He's another one. I don't know wherever they got him from. They need to send him back. He needs to go.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, when I went and saw the Saints last week and they played the Chargers, and he threw Olave into double coverage during that game too, and it was a hard hit. Everybody in the stadium went, ooh, and I was like, oh God, like it scared me because he got laid out, and we thought he had a concussion during that game, and then this game he did, and I'm just like, yo, you about to shorten this dude's career. Look, I'm not going to say that quarterbacks don't sometimes throw you into tough situations and make tough throws for you to catch, but
not on a constant like that, Shane. That's a constant. He never ever finds the wide open dude. He always finds that dude that got 4 people on him, and it's amazing. I'm like, is this dude really looking at the field? Like, for real? Are you
no
field? Are you cross-eyed? You only see that one guy that got 4 people around him. You have 3 other guys on this field that's wide open somewhere. Find them. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, so, I don't want the Saints to win. I don't want Derek Carr to be there. I think they need to take him back. And that's what the Saints get for dogging out James Smith. I know y'all don't like him, but I like the guy.
I like Jameis. I never said I didn't like Jameis.
I was going to say, who said I didn't like him?
I like Jameis.
I mean, I really thought he should have stayed at New Orleans. I'm not going to say that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He has on horse blinders.
I mean, truthfully, because I don't know who
Yes,
he be
he
looking
does.
at. It's actually ridiculous. But who else played this week? Got a good win, Missy. Tell me.
I think it was Philadelphia.
Yeah.
The Eagles. Now,
Bye,
they
Eagles.
won.
Bye.
They flew. Well, they
A
barely
little
won.
bit. Barely.
They barely won. I was like, how you 17-0? And then I look back at the score again, it was 23-24. What? Listen, the only good thing about that game was Saquon Barkley doing this backwards hurdle and Devontae Smith with the one-handed catch.
Yes. I believe
Nothing else was impressive to me.
got glue on his glove.
I watched it live when Saquon Barkley did that turnaround pike hurdle. But I said, "Oh, this man is crazy!" And that's when I messaged y'all that the man is out of control. And now it is literally all over the blogs about that move that he made. And I just feel embarrassed for the people that he piked and hurdled over and put in the spin rotation. And I mean, God dog, they got to see themselves get spun around in a blender all week on the highlight reel for years to come.
For years to come.
I'm trying to see, somebody said this is what you call sitting on top of the world. What?
I mean, at first I thought he was doing a herky or something. I was like, is that a cheerleader move? What is happening? The way he did
when
that,
he did that, I was like, this man is crazy.
Why would you do that?
You.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, why would he do it? Like, how did your instinct say jump and you're not looking?
Yeah,
because he couldn't see and he wanted somebody to get from under him.
But what I'm saying is, like, if like that, to me, I was a little scared because I was like, look, if someone wanted to take him out midair, that would have been ugly. But
well, he strained his back a little bit. If you saw him grimacing over on the sidelines for a little bit, he definitely did a little strain because I said, don't you let him see you sweat. You done did all that.
I know that's right. You better stand 10 toes down, baby. Don't you
he
dare.
Was doing it.
You better be smiling.
Smile. What I would say is to be a Giants fan or to be the owner, it feels like you took boo-boo and smeared it in your face, because how could you let that talent go from New York? Like, it's just embarrassing to me. I cannot get past that. Like, they look like absolute crap. And I just don't understand how they were not able to make it work. It has to be embarrassing to see him play and to see what your team is doing.
Well, that's how I feel about Pittsburgh getting rid of, Denver getting rid of Russell Wilson. And now he's in Pittsburgh doing his thing. I'm talking about like he is clowning. You hear me? And they was thinking that the rookie quarterback, is it Jordan Love? Justin Fields was gonna be so upset because Russell come in, baby. No, he is having a ball and he's like enjoying learning from him, and that's a plus, right?
That is a plus, yes.
So
I like to see them both on the field being utilized at the same time. I'm like,
I love it.
Yes,
I love it. They're having a good time. I love the camaraderie. I love that a brother was willing to put a little bit of faith in the man and not wash him out like everybody else was. He got another opportunity in Pittsburgh. I absolutely cannot stand Sean Payton. And I do not like the way that Denver and the organization did Russell Wilson. I think that was very poor taste and it was classless. And so to see them now thriving and they're actually winning, and to hear all of the trash that the Denver fans had to say about him, and the way that the head coach, the way that Sean Payton spoke of Russell Wilson last season, it was so embarrassing, but it was disgusting. Because he's supposed to be your number one guy, and you go to that organization and you try and build offense around who they have there. And if it doesn't work, of course you can do what you did and make a move, right? But to see them now is laughable. I enjoy seeing them lose. I enjoy seeing Russell and Justin have a good time. I enjoy watching Pittsburgh win. So kudos to them.
Every bit of it. I enjoy seeing Sean Payton cringe every Sunday.
Every week.
I enjoy seeing him looking like a doggone dog face pig. Every Sunday he turns red. He don't know what to say. He's upset. I love it. Now
I
that
love
I
every
do
minute
like
of it.
seeing.
I do.
Oh my
I
goodness.
literally will just thumb through my YouTube TV just to see what Sean Payton is doing while they get slaughtered. Like I enjoy that. I'm like, and then I go back to the game that I want to see.
Well, apparently there is no love lost between the Saints fan base and Sean Payton.
At all.
What about Chris's team got a big win this week?
Oh yes, they sure did.
Yes.
Atlanta Falcons.
A
Lord
big
have
win?
mercy. Who they played again?
Can we be for real?
American team.
Oh, they played
A big
America's
win.
Team, the Cowgirl. I need a cowgirl. Someone
Listen, what do y'all folks saying now? The bar is in hell because if winning a big game is when you beat the Dallas Cowboys, you got to pull the bar from up out of the fiery pit. Okay, like let's be so for real.
Look,
Dang.
I'm not gonna say nothing because look, clearly
Just like
Atlanta's
Tracy.
gonna win the NFC South. I think Atlanta is the team to beat in that division. I mean, we'll see what Tampa Bay is able to do tonight against that other team that we obviously
Not even watching
not
that
root
game. I'm
for.
not even giving
I'm
it no
watching it.
airtime.
I'm watching it because I want to
bless
see
your
if
heart.
Tampa Bay can do something. I want to
And
see
all
what
her
Baker
parts.
gonna be.
And
Girl,
oh yeah,
just
I
turn
need
and
Tampa
watch-
Bay to do something for sure.
watch
But I
college
have a couple.
basketball.
I'm
They
sorry.
got to give us some money first. You know, Kansas City and bought their way straight through. Go ahead. I'm
Well,
sorry.
listen, I actually listen. I am as much as I talk trash about Atlanta. I am not an Atlanta hater. I actually enjoy seeing them win because their fans actually do go to the games and they enjoy the game. Like the environment is crazy. I enjoy seeing Atlanta win, but I cannot put any type of faith in them because I feel like they never pull it off. Like they don't know how to finish the season out. But I enjoy seeing them win, and I enjoy seeing Cowboy fans grimace. I know a few personally that do not know how to stay off of my line when they win it, and so I can appreciate the win. But
Well, girl,
not
I'm
like
sure it's
Cowboys.
silent over there now. Because ain't
Oh, it's
nobody
dead
saying
silent.
nothing.
I can't do nothing. Right? The game finna come on. The game finna come on. What game? You didn't need to hold your
They
son
will be
doing
doing a
that.
whole lot of stuff now when the Cowboys come on. We finna go to the grocery store. We finna go shopping. Where y'all want to go?
I ain't lying. We finna pull out the grill.
I'm gonna start going to Chris' house and get me some Sunday dinner.
Well, they're traveling to Philadelphia next week without their starting quarterback because Dak Prescott is out.
Dak is hurt. Oh, and CD is day
So
by
is
day.
CeeDee Lamb show? Did they give an update on his shoulder injury?
He's
He's
day by
day to
day.
day.
Right. And so
He is
what does
expected
that mean? They keep losing, he don't play. That's it. That's all
He
that's
ain't
all
gonna
it-
listen. If I was
They
CD,
not
I
coming
would
back.
want to play anyway. The Cowboys need to get. Ooh, they need
Well,
to
my
revamp.
thing is, okay, you got Dak and CD hurt. Who did we give all the money to this season from the Cowboys?
Dak and
Who got all the money?
CD.
Jerry
But
Jones.
you gave it to him at the last minute, Jerry Jones. Then you ain't
You
even
gave it
try
to
to go and
Jerry.
get
He
no
landed on the
head coach. Mike McCarthy out here, he just all he doing is tearing up your Nokia, Nokia tablets. That's all he doing.
Smash
No,
them.
If he throw
Smash them
another
up,
one of them
man.
tablets on the ground,
He tearing them up.
it's
They must
just-
come a dime a dozen.
Who is the highest paid quarterback in the league right now?
Mahomes. Kermit Mahomes.
No,
it's
it's not.
DB.
It's Dak Prescott.
I know y'all lying.
No,
What you mean?
No, you missed
I
that.
definitely
It's Dak
missed
Prescott.
He's a star.
They literally just did a special on Mahomes the other week and talked about how he has superseded all of these players and QBs. And I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying this was literally the whole conversation,
Well,
especially behind how much money he's brought with the Super Bowl. So that's a lie. You telling me Dak Prescott makes more than Kermit Mahomes?
Currently.
Currently, he does.
Currently.
He is
So
the
is he
highest
dating
paid.
somebody's daughter or something? Look at me finna start a rumor. Is he dating someone's daughter?
They said he was, I think he was with Jerry Jones' granddaughter or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, I remember something like that.
It-
Yeah.
Is that who didn't he just propose to somebody last week? I don't think that was Jared Jones' granddaughter, unless Jared Jones got some Latinos in his family that I don't know about.
Did you see how he walked?
Well,
He
it
walked
ain't
with
none of him.
you.
That ain't
Okay.
it.
You make me sick. He said who he paid. He paid himself. He landed on the practice field. Sir, they need to be focused. You landed your little jet. Like this, they need no interruption type practice. They need to focus. They like worse than the Saints. At least they got a quarterback that's supposed to be worth something. The Saints ain't even got that. I mean, God the Lord. I said, I knew the Super Bowl is gonna be in New Orleans this year. The Saints ain't even a contender. They don't even have a chance to get to the playoffs. That is so embarrassing. I said, come Monday morning, somebody ain't gonna have no job. And hot dog it, I was up at 3 a.m. scouring Target, the Target app trying to buy some stuff. And I said, look at that. He is out of here. It said breaking news. Hey, not wanted everybody to wake up to it.
I mean, it was time. It was time.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's switch gears a little bit to people who actually did win. Chris, take it away.
Yes. Let's talk about the World Series champions, them LA Dodgers.
Woo!
Yes.
I was going for the Dodgers. Your daddy was going for the other team.
Yeah.
He don't like anybody that's going on the same side as Atlanta. So that was a good reason. That was a reason
he was
why.
going for the Yankees.
Anybody on the side with the Braves, he don't have no feelings for it. But I can't say the Dodgers did pull it off, and a 4-1 against them Yankees. Man,
that last game was a good game. I couldn't believe
the last two games.
The last game, the Yankees was up 5-0 in the fifth inning.
Fifth inning, yes.
Girl, and that boy, that first baseman, actually thought that it was the bottom of the ninth inning, and he thought that he had won the game because he had no type of energy. It was the ball came to him. It was 2 outs. All he had to do was get the last out. Shayna, when I tell you, he looked up and he was walking to the first base. Forgot about that he had some other people on base. So it started there. When I seen that, I said, "Oh, they lost."
I'm gonna tell you when they lost. When New York had Fat Joe do their coming out.
Be for real.
To Ice Cube. Fat Joe. I said, "Oh, this is done. We're done. The series is over. We're lost. It's lost.
You're not gonna do it
anymore." I was so mad. I was like, "Oh snap! New York about to come back hard. It's gonna be Jay-Z, like somebody." And when I saw Fat Joe, I said, "Oh, we done."
Y'all ain't even got a winning spirit on you. Like, you ain't even got a winning spirit.
And he wasn't fat no more. So it's like we don't like.
Listen, the name don't go with the body, do it, Shayna?
No.
He just need to be called Joe.
He just Joe.
Uncle Joe.
No, the rapper name Joe.
He's not even fat no more.
He's not even fat no more. He's just Joe. Like I'm so out.
Should he be called Skinny Joe or something? I don't know.
Just
if he can't be called fat, just Joe. Okay,
it's
just
Joe.
It's in his mind.
I mean, look, the Yankees, the bats were not batting for the Yankees. Aaron Judge disappeared in this series. Giancarlo Stanton and Soto were literally the only two that was keeping the Yankees even competitive.
I agree.
I mean, look, the Dodgers had something to prove from their last World Series that a lot of people said that which one was it? Was it the 2020 one that people was calling questionable? The one, So look, congrats to Dave Roberts, their manager, because he had a lot to prove for himself as well. And I love seeing a Black manager do well in baseball. So kudos to Dave Roberts and the Dodgers. LA was crazy. They were setting stuff on fire out here. It was a crazy few days. But it's fine. We're fine now.
I love the parade though, baby.
The parade was lit. The parade was lit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
LA came
A
out
lot
the park.
better than ours. Yeah, they came when they the Braves one. We had
No, remember the Braves one where they
this place so
they
ghetto.
them driving on a bus in
bus.
downtown on Peachtree, baby. When I tell you the parade was going 55 miles per hour, I was like,
they were flying by so fast we couldn't even tell who was who. What is going on? Y'all headed to get something to eat? Well, slow down. It was the most ghetto parade, but it was
that parade lasted for about 5 minutes.
It was so fast, you was getting whiplash. Like, well, who was that? Oh, that was wait, you try and catch up with him. Somebody else done passed. I said, good Lord, they ready to get
one
this over
angle that somebody took from their work, and it was a dude out there. He was getting ready to cheer, and baby, when I tell you he couldn't even jump up, he was like,
"Woo!" It was filled.
Hey, look, y'all so crazy. I do not remember that.
That parade was so ghetto.
I remember that.
We're gonna have to send it to you.
I gotta find
We
that
gotta
video
send it
because
to you.
baby, when I tell you that Braves parade was hilarious, I remember
And that-
posting about it on
somebody said,
Facebook.
not the Braves don't want to celebrate.
And the people was down there, you know, it was like,
listen, by the
They had
time we
closed
tried
school.
to get down, they had closed school. By the time we tried to get down, the parade was over. I'm telling you, this is not an exaggeration. It was over with. Like, what is going on? It hasn't even started yet. What's happening? We're just trying to get to the end here, but literally it was over. That was the most ghetto situation ever. I was like, this was so dumb. My baby didn't.
Every corporation, every federal building, every state building, and the school was closed.
It was closed. Yeah.
Y'all just need to go ahead and tell them to move the parade to Mobile the next time they win. Let me know how to do it.
They not, and I posted when they posted that the LA Dodgers won. I said, "Man, look at the Braves looking stupid." Then, oh my God, why did I say that? Oh, every Tom, Dick, and Harry came out. Okay, Shane, you're stupid. Look how fast
you have to find the clip.
Look at the people looking.
The dry fans, the people couldn't even take a picture. What is going on? Tastes like victory. No, it tastes like you hungry. You ready to go? What is going on?
Oh my God, that's so embarrassing.
I told you it was ghetto.
No. Like,
it was over before it started.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. Look right there. Like, oh.
And then he looked around like, what? Wait a minute. The bus driver must have to go to his second job, baby, because he
had to pee. He had to pee. Girl, not holding for a parade route. He had to pee.
He was like, look,
when he don't have time. Now, this got to be a safety hazard that he's driving so fast. But all these
that poor baby is jumping. Do y'all see that poor baby jumping? He is ready to cheer.
He can't see nothing. That's crazy. Everybody pull their cameras down at the same time because there's no sense in you clipping. You ain't gonna get no photo. I guess they say ain't no free photos out here. You better come to the
oh my God, yo, it was so crazy because all the headlines from it were like it was like Atlanta World Series parade racist through downtown. Like those
literally like they was in the doggone Daytona 500. What in the heck?
Girl, when I saw that video, I cried because that is too funny. I was like, yo, they did not want y'all to celebrate at all. But shout out to the Dodgers on their win. Shout out to the city of LA. The Dodgers again being the only team besides the Lakers that LA cares about. Oh man. Oh. So we are trying to reach 200 subscribers. Just want to let y'all know we're still trying to reach 200. You can help us by going and liking, hitting that subscribe button, notification bell, leaving us a comment, letting us know you enjoy the show. We appreciate all you guys interacting with us on social media and all of the things. Follow us at Pep Talk Pod _. That is at Pep Talk Pod _. And now let's talk a little basketball.
Basketball is my favorite sport.
We're playing basketball. Hey, come on, we're playing basketball. I'm gonna bust it down. Hey, now basketball is my favorite sport. I love the way you dribble up and down the court. Oh, okay. I like it. It's all I get.
What's the rest of the rhyme? That's it? That's all you got?
No, that's it. It's a
I
wrap.
gotta get it. I got to hear it again. I done missed something. Oh my
Trace
goodness.
ain't come in.
I know. She acted like she didn't know what was happening. Now you want to lay out. Basketball. In other news, we know we talked about a huge shakeup in the W last week. Everybody got fired. Everybody got to go home. Everybody got to be. They say, we're going to switch this thing up a little bit and whoop, 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 whoop. So then the Aces assistant coach, he said, whop, he got the head coach job at Chicago Sky. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We love it. Whoop, whoop, this. Then they said, bam, we're going to switch you over to the East Coast. And they said, whoop, nah, the Midwest. So then we got Stephanie White. She came up out of Phoenix. They planted her in Indiana. And so there's so much speculation that CeCe was to blame for Stephanie White getting the Indiana job. How do you ladies feel about it?
Well, I had said my piece last week that good and got somebody fired.
Fired. Okay.
I think Stephanie White is from Indiana, right? She's from Indiana. She's an Indiana native.
Yes.
She is. Yeah.
Oh,
She is an Indiana native. So I think that was part of the reason. You know, she's played at Purdue. She was like a star at Purdue. And she was their head coach for like 5 years. I want to say before. So she's very familiar to the organization. So I guess it kind of makes sense. I mean, she obviously led the Sun to pretty good records. They weren't able to quite get over the hump these last 2 seasons, but the Sun did pretty well under Stephanie. So I think that they, you know, wanted somebody that was familiar, that knew the institution, that could, you know, get Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark over the hump. Is what I think.
Yeah. So for me, I do not understand how honestly, Fever and Phoenix kind of fared the same in this season. And so I don't really understand the fire and the hire. It doesn't feel like you went and got some hot commodity to come and like boost this team up to win. I mean, I don't see that in her as a coach.
She wasn't in Phoenix. She was in Connecticut.
I mean, in Connecticut, you're right. Never mind. I just squashed my whole thought there. Yeah.
I'm like, no,
that was wrong. I was like, what? She came from Phoenix. I just had a whole twister. Yeah.
No.
I don't. Well, and I feel like too, Connecticut never really got over the hump, and so she didn't get over the hump in Connecticut, and then they ain't really get over the hump in Indiana. I mean, what they went 2 or 3 games more than them. I just don't understand it. I don't understand the hire, the fire, and then that hire.
I don't think Stephanie White is going to take Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark to the finals next year. I think.
No.
I mean, no. I don't think that's what the goal is. I think the goal is to get them more than 1 win in the playoffs. What more
win are you going to get with that squad?
Maybe the thing is, during the off season in the draft, you got to think about the new players that they do have coming in, because if you think about in the collegiate league, you still have some seniors that's coming out that they can build on or continue to build around Caitlin and Aaliyah. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, ain't Indiana, one of their players is about to retire. What's the old girl name?
All of them are so young. Who's retired?
No, one of their forwards.
Let me look. I'll try to find it.
Yeah. So, and I think it's them trying to rebuild their brand in Indiana. So I can see, I don't know. You for this coming collegiate season coming out, you got your top player is gonna be Paige Becker.
Yeah.
It may be Juju.
Oh.
But I
So
don't think Paige is going to Indiana though.
Well, I
Well,
beg to differ. Your player coming out right now is definitely going to be Juju. I mean, we can respect Paige, but I don't think she's going to be number one over Juju. I mean, let's be for real right now. If that happens, then that is another.
Well,
I don't think Juju's coming out this year.
Oh, I thought
she's
she
a
said that she was
sophomore.
interested.
Oh,
a
she got
sophomore.
one more. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she
wow,
was
she was just a freshman.
She was just a freshman. I forgot.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
not
so
coming
she
out.
got
It's
some
gonna
time.
be Paige.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
gonna be
Paige.
So I think it'll be Paige. I don't know who. I mean, I don't know who will have the number one pick.
Number one pick. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see next
I'm
season.
interested to see what they're going to shake up with these teams, especially teams like Dallas. I would love to see a player like Enrique go to Chicago. I would love to see some of them heavy shooters get on some of these squads that are big underneath and they need some consistent shooters. I would love to see them get some dogs like that. I want to see what the shakeup is going to be about. I feel like we ain't going to see any movement until springtime. But how do you guys feel about Tyler Marsh getting the head coaching job in Chicago?
I don't know much about him, to be perfectly honest. So I don't
Where
want
he came from?
He came from Las Vegas.
Oh.
So I mean, look, if he's been under Becky this whole time, I don't know. Maybe he's good.
I mean, more power to the brother. I'm excited about it, but I just feel like we don't have enough stock on what he can do because obviously he was an assistant coach. One of my concerns is that with all the firing, I hope that the men don't dominate the W in the way from a coaching perspective. I feel like this was a space for women to be able to operate in our sport and have leaders in our sport. And I'm just a little leery about the fact that all of these women got washed, in a matter of a week. And so what is going to happen? And we've already seen one turn. And I'm not trying to be sexist in any way. I'm just really I feel like this was kind of like a female dominated sport where we actually got to kind of be in those positions of leadership. And we don't get to break into the NBA. We don't get to break into the NFL in that way. But I feel like in our spaces that we consider safe spaces for us, it's so easy for men to kind of tap into our place like that. How do y'all feel about it?
It's true. I think there's a misconception that, men can coach women, but women can't coach men.
And coach men.
And so that's something that we, have been trying to fight in a lot of leagues, especially with basketball. You had Becky Hammond make her strides in the NBA. We have a couple of women coaches in the NFL. The NHL just hired their first woman head coach, which is huge, and super progressive for that league because you really don't hear about women in hockey like that. So, I mean, it's still an uphill battle.
Yeah, I think that we just graduate having the referees up in the league, right? They didn't think that a woman could do anything when it comes down into in this man's world league, right?
Yeah.
So hey, we're still scrapping and scrapping.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time. Look, they lost. Look, LA Sparks fired their head coach, which was the guy. Chicago done picked up a guy. Maybe that'll be all.
Doubt.
Maybe it was a 1-1-6. Who knows?
A 1-for-1 deal.
Yeah, a 1-for-1
I'm interested to see who's going to be the pickup. I see now, okay, they're starting to hire, they're starting to replace. I'm interested to see what the next few weeks is going to hold as far as these placements for these opening head coach roles.
Well, let's just hope that they don't start moving. They don't start moving some of the collegiate coaches into like Gino or Dawn or
I
Kim.
love that.
Yeah, that would be something big. But I want them to stay with their collegiate teams instead of moving
I
on.
don't see Gino. I don't see Gino leaving UConn. I can tell you right now, Gino is like
He got to be
is to
close to retirement.
UConn.
He should be
He
forced to
is.
retire.
He is.
He
He's
should.
close to retirement, and he is basically to UConn what Saban was to Alabama. Like he is a celebrity. Like he ain't leaving that. That job is way too cushy for Gino. I don't think he's leaving. I can see a Don Staley or somebody like that trying to, up her pedigree to the next level. Kim, I don't know. Kim might get slapped by somebody if she talked the wrong way. I just don't see how she would, I don't know. Because, the kids can take it from you, right? They can't do nothing because they're kids. But these are grown women and they might have something to say to you. So I don't.
No, I don't see that from Kim. I know y'all are anti-Kim Mulkey, but I love Kim and her grit. I love her aggression. I absolutely love it. And I do think that there's a space for her in the W.
Sean.
I was going to say, it's one thing to have grit and grind in
there. In what way?
It's not that someone don't like her. She's disrespectful. She says disrespectful stuff out of her mouth.
To the players? I never seen her disrespect her players like that. Maybe I missed it. I never seen any of her players even I'm talking about from her LSU era. But I've never seen her players say.
I guess we're forgetting.
Even when they tried to hint at the documentary.
Did something happen between her and BG?
Yes.
Yeah, but we also found that there were other
used the conjunction.
Huh?
You use the conjunction to forget what we
saying. So because I'm okay with BG until I found that there were other coaching staff that had issues with BG at Baylor. So it wasn't a Kim Mulkey thing. It was a Baylor thing. Like she had some issues with leadership. You can look it up on the internet. I don't think it was an isolated event. I think what we don't see from BG was the star at Baylor, and she was far more important than the head coach. She was more important than anybody. In her Baylor days, she was the celebrity. But yeah, so the conversation was that it wasn't isolated Kim Mulkey. It was a BG thing. Like nobody couldn't tell her nothing. She was getting a lot of those crazy, egregious flagrant fouls. She was getting technicals thrown out the game. She didn't got people. I mean, it's a whole highlight reel on BG on YouTube. I'm a huge women's basketball fan, but I was like, I must have been living under a rock. How did I miss all of this? So I don't think that was just Kim.
Okay. Well, speaking of women dominating, I love shouting out women entrepreneurs, and that's going to take us to our final segment of the night, our moment off sports that we have been dying to talk about. So Tracy, take it away.
So we want to talk about that. We want to talk about Tokyo Toni and her new endeavors that she has going on the interweb, and she has jobs for a lot of people in this enterprise that she's creating. And Shayna, we're just going to talk about it after this video.
Roll it.
Guys,
this is Tokyo Toni, and this here is my enterprise. Well, what I have here is a lot of businesses under one roof. At this present time, I'm seeking employees, someone that can press t-shirts, do tattoos, beautiful nails, lashes, and makeup. Also, here you can have a kickback, a party, a wedding reception, even a repast. Do a birthday party, anything you want, even a divorce party. You can come out here and do a pop-up shop. Yes, you can wash cars. You can do whatever you need to make you some money. That's why I'm here. So let me tell you what's here at the Tokyo Toni Enterprises. We have a virtual office, a podcast. We have a massage area for massages, which has the chair as well as the bed itself, with an accompanying shower. You can actually take a shower before or after with the purchase of some of my products, which are natural soaps, such as goat's milk, oatmeal, eucalyptic, great soaps that makes your skin feel
who?
so.
Eucalyptic.
Come through. Again,
That's not how to say
it's
that.
available. It's open, and I am waiting to get you in here to work. Do you do nails? How about give a tattoo? Mhm. I also have a studio, in here, a music studio. Also, a photography
Oh, wow.
booth
Everything.
studio. It's all the things that you
A
want.
booth.
We even have snacks and beverages. So make sure you come through to Tokyo Toni's Enterprises today.
Eucalyptic.
Eucalyptic. Said it so proper.
Yeah.
I cannot take her serious coming down the step.
She
Why they
has
got the
different
coolers all over the front porch? She got coolers everywhere, like somebody having a cookout. No, so they supposed to come host an event at the kickback. Be for real. Child.
Wait a minute, not just an event, a repast. So you can have somebody
and
a divorce party.
You can have somebody literally burning your skin off, doing tattoos and smelling dope.
LaFreddie, she said you can come press some t-shirts.
You stupid. You stupid. You're such
You can go do nails, or you can have somebody doing hair and lashes.
Tracy, you've watched that too many times. you know too many of her lines. Right, Kim. I'm with you, Kim, huh? What is this?
First of all, when I first seen it, I said, "Oh, this lady done bought a trap house."
Because my question was going to be, how many houses? No, how many houses is in this house?
Because that looks like a row house.
I know.
That is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, single family. I don't know what
that look like a row house, Shayna.
What is
I thought
going
it
on?
was
No. This is my favorite part. I'm sorry. It's when she comes down the stairs. She says, "Guys, this is Tokyo Toni, and this is Tokyo Toni Enterprises." And then she pauses for like half a second, and then she keeps walking.
Yes. Tokyo Toni. I said, now this lady that went overboard. She done went overboard. You know about a trap house, and then you ain't want to invite all the artists in the trap house. Like she named everything. She named everything.
Look at the coolers. Look at the igloos.
And this here is my Enterprise.
Look at the igloo coolers.
Well, what I have here is a lot of.
It's these
she gotta watch
bins, right? Are these coolers or bins?
That's what I said. Look at the coolers.
Yeah, those igloo coolers.
I just said, look at the igloos stacked up against the front.
Hold up. Wait, guys. I just noticed.
And the dead plant.
Can y'all read this writing here?
Yeah, it's in gray.
It's in gray.
It's in gray.
Oh, I was trying to
read that. Massage.
Yeah,
photographer.
She said a photography.
Yeah.
Booth.
No, her famous soaps. When she said my famous soaps.
Goat
milk.
Oatmeal.
Eucalyptic.
You can lick it.
Because baby, she is horrible.
Okay, Missy, your mic muted. You have lost. What's going on?
She said
you
can lick it.
That's the kind of soap it is. It ain't eucalyptus. What is that?
Girl.
Well, look, I love somebody with an entrepreneurial spirit, but I mean, we know a couple family members that can go there. Like I said, we know people that make t-shirts.
That's right.
We
do
got
hair.
somebody do for nails. Do
Who do
hair.
nails?
Who do nails?
I don't know.
I thought one of Linda kids do nails.
I don't think so. But I know
We
somebody
just
do
sitting up here
hair.
having a conversation. Our audience don't know who one of the Linda kids is. Okay, what's
all.
going on? We're still alive.
That's how she get though.
I want to Linda Churn did. Who is Linda Churn? Get us off this. Oh my God. What in the world? Oh my God.
All the
Hey,
Lindas
see.
in the world.
I know, right?
I'm gonna say, LaFreddy is a photographer. LaFreddy, if you're on the live, Tokyo Toni is looking for a photographer.
right.
Okay, Shayna, that's the name.
That's right. Hey,
LaFreddy is not trying to run to any services.
anybody that can cook for a repair, shoot.
Melissa, you cater. Melissa,
Freddie got the rhythm check.
Shayna, when Melissa started catering, can you leave me alone with this?
Rusta is the caterer.
Oh, Chris.
No, Philip is the barbecuer.
Yeah, the
Philip doing the meat. He's doing the meat. Oh, hey, I forgot. We got a DJ. He can DJ the parties. Philip do the DJ. He got the line. Philip do line. Then he can come and cut the grass. It look like it.
We ain't leaving you and Tracy out, Sean. Sean and Tracy, y'all baking. Y'all got cinnamon rolls and pound cake.
Crazy. I can only be a hype girl.
We can have a Stanley Cup raffling going on.
She said they do pop-ups.
Natisha and Navia, they wrapping the cups and everything. Girl, what you talking about?
Navia do wreath.
Shame.
Holiday wreath.
Okay. Man, ain't nobody going Tokyo Toni.
We have a whole swap meet.
And Shayna gonna be the manager. Shayna gonna manage everybody.
Tokyo Toni definitely needs somebody to manage her because
it won't be.
Okay, I know what the little kids did now. Thank you, Kim, for affirming that.
Who do
care?
Nisha.
Oh, Nisha. Good, Nisha nails and shoot, y'all finna have finger waves and some nails.
And then afterwards can have a photo shoot with our cousin
with LaFreddy with your brand new T-shirt on
with your new
that says "Put him to sleep."
Yeah, go and sing.
Your snap didn't work.
Sing, let's do it.
Yeah.